So as I'm sure we've all seen, the Goodreads Choice Awards opening round is out. So let's take a look at them. The first is Best Fiction, and I personally don't read a lot of fiction, but I do recognize Big Swiss and Yellowface on here, and also Someone Else's Shoes and Hello Beautiful are also on here. But I do think that Yellowface is going to win this one. Next is Best Historical Fiction. Again, not my preferred genre, but I do recognize Wayward, and let's see what else is on here. Oh, The House of Eve is also on here. But again, not my preferred genre, so I really don't know what way that category is going to go. Next is Best Mystery and Thriller. And I've heard good things about The Housemaid's Secret and Bright Young Women, but I'm also a fan of Riley Sager, who did The Only One Left, and that is also on here. But Richard Osmond, who did The Last Devil to Die, is on here as well. So there's a lot of good choices on here. And then, of course, we have Best Romance, and that's got titles like Pucking Around, Wildfire, Love Theoretically, Practice Makes Perfect, The 7-Year Slip, King of Pride, Final Offer, Happy Place. A lot of good titles are on here, actually. But I would say Happy Place by Emily Henry is probably going to take this one. And then, of course, we have the Best Romantasy, and this is obviously going to go to Fourth Wing, because that's who I voted for. But this is a stacked category. I mean, it's got Fall of Ruin and Wrath, The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, Zodiac Academy, A Soul of Blood, of Ash and Blood, The Gisard Heir, The Foxglove King, The Hurricane Wars, which I would say if Fourth Wing doesn't win, that would be my other pick. It's got The Assistant to the Villain. So, so many good titles. Fantasy, also a stacked category. I picked The Fragile Threads of Power personally, but we've also got Bookshops and Bone Dust, Encyclopedia of Fairies, Tress of the Emerald Seas, Atalanta, Hellbent, The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. So many good titles on here. Sci-fi, we've got In the Lives of Puppets, Lightbringer, which is probably what's going to win. Starter Villain, though, that could be a good pick. But I think Lightbringer is probably going to be the one to take this category. Best Horror, we've got How to Sell a Haunted House, House with the Good Bones, Sisters of the Lost Nation, Holly by Stephen King. But I'm going to go A House with the Good Bones. I've read T. Kingfisher. I know their work. Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction. I voted for A Study in Drowning. But again, the choices were great. We've got Threads That Bind, which I loved. Blood Debts. Four Heart Huntsman. The Stolen Heir. Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. Divine Rivals, Silver in the Bone. Divine Rivals will probably take this category. Best Young Adult Fiction. We've got Warrior Girl Unearthed, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, which I heard was really good. The Davenports, also heard was really good. Imogen, obviously, also heard was really good. Check and Mate, The Brothers Hawthorne, Immortality. I actually have not read any of these, but I think we're going to go Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute because I heard a lot of good things about that one. The Best Debut Novel, we've got Inkblood Sister Scribes on here, Wayward again, River Sing Me Home, The Bandit Queens, Banyan Moon. I'm going to go Inkblood Sister Scribe on this one. Best Nonfiction, we've got The Art Thief, we've got Opinions on Our Best Behavior, Butts, Monsters, A Fan's Dilemma, which I've heard of. Would enjoy reading that book, I believe. How Far the Light Reaches. So I think I'm going to go with Monsters. Then we've got Best Memoir and Autobiography. And of course, Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. Spare. Paris. Page Boy. And I think we're actually going to go with Page Boy. Next, we have Best History and Biography. So we've got titles like Valiant Women, The Earth Transformed, The Confidant, The Six, King. We've got Elon Musk's book. You know, a lot of good titles, but I don't have enough context behind any of them to confidently vote for any of them. History is not this isn't the genre of book that I read. So now we have Best Humor. And again, this is not the genre of book that I read, but we do have Congratulations, The Best Is Over, Quietly Hostile, Strong Female Character, Not Funny, It Was an Ugly Couch Anyway, Black Friend, you know, some of those titles, but I don't have enough context behind any of them to vote for them. And that is the opening round for the Goodreads Choice Awards.